Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new Disney Heroes Battle Mode video. Now in today's video guys, I've got Barry with me. I just want to say thank you all for all the support recently, all the likes and comments and all of that guys, but I want to get into working on Syndrome today. And I'm going to jump straight into it, but I've got Barry here with me guys. I have upgraded a few things. I've upgraded the camera, so it should look a little bit better now. I've upgraded the microphone guys. Hopefully everything should sound and look a little bit better now. So let's get right into the video today guys. So I'm here with obviously the reviews and we have Syndrome. Now I'm very excited to work on Syndrome. I think he looks like a very good character. I'm just kind of hoping that right. I'm just kind of hoping that he is going to be this character, because he looks like a character who should be insane. Syndrome does. Absolutely mad. So I'm kind of hoping that with this character, we are going to have a lot of like good upgrades and decent stuff along those lines, guys. So let's kind of just jump straight into reviewing him, and then I want to kind of offer maybe potentially some good characters who work really well with him or something along those lines. So let's jump straight into Syndrome. Now he's going to be a midline control character. Now obviously guys, if you want to see so that'd be a good deal. That's another pretty rubbish one. Nothing great. So if you want to obviously guys see what characters he'd be in line with, the best thing to do is obviously sort it in here, sort it by role, then we can go to control. And I know this is pretty obvious guys, but it's just obviously to remind you, you can see who he's going to be in a team with. We're going to see who he's going to be working with now. So you can see that he's going to be working with Gaston, we've got Mad Hatter, we've got Maleficent, Tia. So I'm quite happy it's another control character, because we have so many of all the other characters that a control one is kind of what we need more than anything really. So let's take a look at his first skill. So his first skill is 0 point energy. Now I think this sounds quite cool, and I'm kind of hoping that from this we're actually going to be able to have a very cool looking character, very good graphics, very good everything with this character guys. Now guys, I'm also very soon going to be announcing my latest giveaway. So if you want to be part of that guys, I am going to do this giveaway very soon. So just make sure you're liked and you subscribe guys, and this will be happening soon. It will be in for a chance to win your own Kermit guys. I'll be giving that away to someone in the upcoming weeks. So make sure you're liked guys and you've hit that bell button, because the giveaway will be happening. So let's get back. So if we look at the 0 point energy, Syndrome stops the first few enemies in their tracks. So this, I like to look at these enemies and think, can they help me with like Eeyore? Not Eeyore, sorry. Can they help me take on Randall? Can they help me take on Beast? Because that to me is always the most important elements to try and take out, because they're always the best characters. So Syndrome will stop the first few enemies in their tracks. So the first enemies at the front will be stopped, and that's his main special. So that means they're going to properly be stopped there guys. Stunning them. While stunned by this skill, enemies do not gain energy, which is, well, that's pretty good to be fair. So that would be really nice to stun someone like Randall or Beast, because then Beast's not going to be able to go into rage mode, Randall's not going to be able to go invisible. So that's going to be quite a nice little move there. Then we've got Probe Scan. So Probe Scan. Syndrome releases his scanning device, studying enemies in an area. The device then self-destructs, dealing damage to enemies around it. Now, studying, I can't really remember what studying does. If I'm right, there's a way we can, I think we get details. I think we can bring up a grid of everything, because you know, I want to see if they have, no, I don't seem to cover it. I'm not actually too sure what studying does guys. I'm sure you could bring up a grid of like all the moves somehow, but I can't actually remember. So I'm not too sure what studying is. I know if we go on to Hector, he studies, and he was one of the first characters out, so we might have a little bit more kind of description if we have a look at Hector, or we could just find out what Hector's move does. I think it's the one with the little magnifying glass thing. Wait, I swear he had a move where he, pulls out his spyglass and studies all enemies in front of him. Enemies remain studied for 9 seconds. Oh, I think it just, attacks that do normal damage always crit. So it basically allows you to study their weak spot, and you're always going to be hitting them with crits. So with that said, guys, he's going to be basically studying enemies in an area, and then it's going to self-destruct, which means it's going to do a big crit hit. So we're going to have best of both worlds there, with Syndrome kind of doing the crits and the big hits there. So, well, I think that's going to be pretty decent, guys. And then we've got Propelling Force. Syndrome uses his 0-point energy ray. Now, that's the one where he literally holds it and he goes zzz, and just lasers everything, flinging them backwards, dealing damage and stunning them. So what I like on this, when they land, so to me this sounds like it's a bit like a Buzz's move. He's going to pick somebody up, stun them, do damage and shoot them back. Once again, very, very good if you want to try and control Randall or Beast. Because to me, those are the enemies that cause most of the issues, guys. So those are the most enemies. Those are the characters that I like to talk about more than any, really. Because that is what's worrying. Then we've got Energy Stun. Every few basic attacks, Syndrome stuns the enemies he attacks. Once again, fantastic. Just nothing too exciting. But the fact he's going to stun all these enemies, it's enough, guys. Like, that is going to be a potential, like turn tables of turn kind of move there, guys. And then we've got Self-Made Super. Probe Scan, which is this one, the one that explodes, now studies all enemies. Enemies thrown backwards by Propelling Force now deal damage to nearby enemies when they land. If they land on stunned enemies, the enemies they land on lose energy. Oh my. He is going to be mad. Imagine if you had him in a team with Magic, guys. So if I load up Magic Dispel here, where is she? Let's find so let's go back to power. It's always where I like to sort it. I like to have Duck and Bunny at the top, guys. Look at that, 241,000 power. So now if we go to, I don't think I've even unlocked Magic Dispel yet. I know she's a good character, guys. Yeah, there she is. So we're looking at this one here. Magic channels a spell on the most wanted enemy. So if you kind of had her, Magic, Buzz, Syndrome, you know, you're starting to form a laser team here. And I can't think of any Power Line, that's 4. They're all laser characters. And then if you had Duck and Bunny on, guys, he's also a laser character. So you could have all these characters. Just imagine the damage that all of those characters are going to do, guys. Like, that's going to be absolutely ridiculous. So I actually generally think that that's going to be quite a good little move there, guys. So I think that's going to be a good little move there. So I'm quite excited to actually unlock Syndrome, get my hands on Syndrome. But now, guys, I want to get to a fan out favorite. So let's get right into this. And I'm trying this a little bit of a different way, guys. I don't know if it's going to work, but I had it all so it was like pinned here, and I could scroll through them on the big screen. So every time I go onto this, yeah, see? And then they come up here. So when I do my chats and stuff, I'll have all the fan arts kind of up in the corner. So if we take a look at these fan outs today, guys, we have one with Baymax here, guys. So it says, my team to get the red skill for Violet and Baymax. Also works well after you get their red skill. So that's actually quite a naughty team there, because we're looking at Felix, Violet, Randall, Baymax, and Gerald. So this was Cookie. He helps me out quite a lot in this because he's always given me good team recommendations. He's miles better than I am at this game, guys, and he has released a few videos, so feel free to check out his channel. But yeah, so that is a very good team. I might actually start to work on Baymax, guys, because at the moment I started to work on Tron a lot more. So I just like the idea of Tron. So yeah, I think I'm going to work on Tron. Oh my goodness. So let's go over and look at the next one. More Violet. Guys, that's pretty creepy. That is pretty creepy. Guys, look, Josh, you need to level up Donald and Scrooge, please. Make a video like that tomorrow. Well, I will. I do actually want to level up Scrooge. I think he's quite a good character. This is the best deal ever. £20. What? 1,300 diamond crates. Did I have that one? Or did I just ignore that because it was 20 quid? No, I'm definitely not going to buy it, but I mean, to be fair, realizing that I haven't swapped my screen back over. To be fair, guys, that is a pretty ridiculous deal. That Farewell March one. I'm not going to buy it because it just it'll speed it up too much for me. But 20 quid, probably the best £20 deal I've ever seen. So I'll let you guys decide whether you want that or not. But thank you all for watching this video, guys, and I will see you all in the next one.